If you all want, though, we can negotiate now where you all give up your black obelisk shards, and he'll probably let you live.
He's funny.
He is the leader of the goblins, but he is benevolent.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm sorry, but I follow Shiny forever and ever.
Yeah, I was gonna say, not as benevolent as Shiny.
Shiny is one of a kind. The cult of Shiny will be known in Phandalin from here on out.
He's going places.
That could really impact our reputation.
What reputation? You guys started by pretending to be worse than the Red Brands. Everybody believed you. Now you've started a goblin cult. You've made deals with the spiders.
You guys, I don't think we can go back to Phandalin.
You guys are the big bads.
I think we all need to start over.
Where we left off, Ramp, in your opinion, what is happening?
I'm riding on a roller coaster.
Kinda, right?
Oh, hey guys, you look like my friend that I poured into the hot tub.
Brendan, Hododak.
What was his name again? Hildak?
You know, I honestly don't know how to pronounce that. Hjoldak.
I would say it's pronounced like that because it sounds very Nordic, and that's the traditional pronunciation for those characters next to each other.
I'm gonna go with Hododak. And hopefully that's right. And as you say, Framp, these Ashen Whites, these undead creatures, do look like him. Let me ask the party, and I'm going to let's just backline Nyx for right now. So you have these undead Drugar creatures who are acting out the roles they had in life, just staring mindlessly off. And I want to point out one thing. To the left is a big giant glass wall as the party comes up. But
Transparent?
It is transparent.
Over here?
Sure. Translate
Yes.
into which language?
Oh, hi, Siri.
What do we see through it?
You see the blue churning liquid in the elevator below. You've been down to the lower levels already. So
we can actually see. Oh, gotcha.
So let me give you the official text.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, and if I called it water last time, it's not. Floor-to-ceiling glass windows overlook a churning lava sea. 3 large blackened anvils stand in a row, and unfinished pieces of weaponry and armor litter the room. Above a not stationary conveyor of buckets cast ominous shadows across the forge floor. Standing at each of the anvils is what appears to be an ashen husk of a gray-skinned dwarf. All 3 pantomime metalwork in eerie synchronization. As they turn towards you, they brandish sharp chunks of black rock. And it looks like they're going to try to dump whatever they're holding into your minecart. So as we all go in, question 1, does the party stay in the cart?
After that description, I think the first thing I want to ask is the husk. You said it's like another dwarf on the floor. Do I recognize it? Like, is it Heel? Whatever his name is.
Let
Dwarf.
me send you a picture of. Let me send you a picture of the chat of the dwarves that you see.
Didn't you say there was like a husk of one, like on the ground though, or something?
No, they are like husks themselves. They are walking husks.
Oh, they. Oh, okay, never mind. I misread. I thought you meant there was like
They
one that was
look
like
to
dead on
be
the ground.
undead, I assume, as well.
Take a look at the chat. Those are the three.
Where's the chat?
Oh,
Which
I
chat?
said it to Nix.
I was gonna say, I'm looking, bro. Don't gaslight me.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, they look cute.
They do look undead, but they're not
Just look a little-
aggressive per se, which is interesting. I
They
was
look like
not
a little
prepared
overworked
for
Christmas
conscious undead. I was ready to swing at them.
But let me ask you this: do you all stay in the cart?
Echo does.
I think Rum would as well, because they're not specifically like paying us any mind. They're just dumping shit into our cart. I'd be too stunned to be like, the fuck?
So, question one. Ramped and Echo, you're the closest to the first one. He twists with loads of stone in his hand. Do you try to avoid contact with him, or do you just let him dump things into the cart?
I just let him dump things into the cart. If he's not attacking us, I mean, I'm not gonna take offense to it. Well, is he dumping? It doesn't look like he's dumping anything dangerous, right? It's just scraps and junk and stuff.
Roll a perception check.
I'm gonna try and avoid contact. Like, I don't want to touch him. I'm just gonna kind of move out of the way and just let the stuff fall into the cart if I can, without breaking a toe with him.
Frampton, you can't quite tell what it is. Echo, make a dex save real quick to see if you can get out of the way of this slow-moving thing. Low DC. Easy DC.
A dex save. Gonna be an 11.
I said easy, so easy's 10. So it did it. There is a big clunk of rock that is now filling up the bottom of the cart. Do you guys do anything as you pass the second one?
And does he also look like he's gonna throw stuff in here?
They're all doing the same thing. They're all just trying to load the cart.
Okay.
Fran-
What are
so
they
sorry.
loading exactly
Yeah.
again?
It looks like pieces of black rock. Maybe coal, maybe some kind of ore. You're welcome to pick it up and look at it.
I would. I would specifically be trying to see if it is reminiscent of a certain other type of black ore that we've come across before.
Roll either an Arcana or an investigation check.
Stupid +1.
You can't quite tell.
Yeah, I just throw the rock back in. It's black rock. I don't even throw it, I just drop it.
You don't throw it outside of the cart, though.
No, I just drop it back in there.
Okay.
Rock.
Ram, he's dumping the load of rock towards you this time. Do you try to get out of the way, or do you...
It's not a lot. Like, it won't hurt me, will it?
It doesn't look like it would potentially hurt you.
No, just let him drop it in my lap.
Alright, you are now somewhat hindered by a load of rock. Doesn't hurt, but it just feels weighty. And it goes. The other one's still looking the other way. And the last one is going to dump a much bigger rock in. Would you like to try to get out of the way, or?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and jump out on the north side here.
You're jumping out of the cart?
Yep.
Okay, you could jump out of the cart easy enough. Echo jumps out.
Yeah.
Make a dex save. Just make a straight dex save.
That's better. Dirty 20.
All right, you don't get hit by anything. Fram, make a dex save too, though.
Save as my tall ass just steps out of this. There's Dex. Dex saving throw. Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to figure out why I have advantage on Dex saving throws unless I'm incapacitated. Whatever.
Is it danger sense?
It is.
Maybe. Yeah, it is. That's what it is. Oh, it's for initiative. Okay. Dirty 20 also, anyways.
You can save that. So the cart's still rolling on. Everybody notices, though, as Echo's feet hit the ground, all of the Ashen Whites turn to look at her. And they stop their mimicry. And everybody, please, let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Sorry, guys. Frampt, you have advantage.
Alright. Ooh. Dirty 20.
Alright, everybody's got decent initiatives. Grum.
There we go.
Oh no, Grum.
Right.
You got a 4.
I thought you got a 20. Oh, that's right. Never mind.
I'm cursed.
I forgot for a second. Frampton, you're first.
I do have a quick question. Would it have been about an hour since I grabbed those bracers? Oh no.
I don't think if you would have taken a long rest, I would say you'd probably... Did you put the bracers on right away?
I put them on, but that was it.
For the sake of salvation, go ahead and attune to them.
For the sake of salvation. That's funny.
I don't remember what they fully do, though.
I can read it off really quick if you want.
I'm looking at your character sheet now.
Okay.
That will help your speed.
Yes.
It doesn't help your initiative, though.
No.
All right, Fram, you're first to go. You're still in the cart as this thing dumps a massive weight on, well, not on top of you, but next to you, where Echo probably was sitting a moment ago. It's obvious that the 3 Ashen Whites are looking at Echo.
And once the echoes started walking out, I started walking out, but now that had I got up after her.
The cart's still moving.
Now I'm kind of rushing to get out. So do I need to re-roll that dex or?
No, you're free to move. You're free to move about the country.
All right. Echo, didn't you say you were low on HP?
Yeah, she's looking a little rough.
Yes, bloody would be the term that some might use. Because my parties don't rest before encounters.
No, never.
I'm gonna go ahead and use Cure Wounds on you.
Oh, thank
And
you.
you will get 15 points of health.
Wow. Holy smokes. Okay. So Frampt is the new healer.
And then I think I only get one of those per short or long rest.
Yeah, it's a feature, right?
Yeah. And then what's the rules on raging? If I rage now, I'll just end up losing it, right? Because I'm not attacking.
So it automatically extends if you attack something, or you can extend it as a bonus action. But you have to attack.
My main action.
I would say hold it for the next round.
Okay.
Well, actually, you can, if you rage now, we'll call that the bonus action that keeps it going. So you would actually be good if you raged now, and you would still have it as long as you extended it or hit somebody or tried to hit somebody next round. So yes, you could use it now and continue it on.
Seeing how as I only have one at the moment, I think I'm actually gonna not use it. I
Okay.
think I'm actually just gonna keep it. Let me see. I'm just trying to see if I have any other bonus actions for the moment. No, that's it for now. Going to. I was gonna say I was gonna sandwich myself between. Is there a way to sandwich my? Is there enough space for me to sandwich myself between the ash and white? And
No,
Echo?
you can't really move through his space. You can't move through the ash and white space without.
All right.
You could. Silly puppies. You could attempt to take like this path around. It's not traditionally like an electrified rail, so it's not. You wouldn't jump out onto like the third rail of a train car.
Gotcha. I actually have. All right, so yeah, I'll just step over and then get over here next to get in front of this one and just kind of like put myself in between them. Is that what you were saying? Like I can kind of get past the rail.
Well, so if you do take that path though, because you were in his range.
Yeah.
The second your feet hit the ground, they notice you.
Gotcha.
You are
Then
no
I'm just
longer
gonna
a part
kinda-
of the mining equipment.
All right, I'm just gonna stay here then, and hey, don't attack my friend.
All right,
Really,
but
like, don't attack my friend. We're trying to help you guys.
you did get out of the cart though, right?
Yeah, I'm out of the cart.
All right.
Absolutely out.
Nyx goes next. And I am just, for the sake of everybody not potentially getting hurt, I am just going to play a little bit from her sheet, very minimally.
Fireball. Fireball.
So she is going to just kind of shock and grasp the one next to her. And she will not hit. Huh. Oh, that's bad. Alright, and the Ash and Whites go next. Grum, you're still in the cart, right?
I did not specify that I was getting out, correct.
Alright. So 2 of the parties out, 2 of the parties in. Framp, this one's going to hit at you. The one by you does a 9 does not hit. But it seems like this black bolt of dark energy is coming out of it. And after the first one follows the second. 18 to hit.
Yes. That will hit.
Okay, you take 10 points of necrotic damage. And you have disadvantage on the next attack roll you make before the end of this Ashen White's next turn. The second Ashen White climbs over, very slowly stepping over the rail, and then takes a step towards you, Echo. For a 10 to hit, that misses. The first shard goes by, the second shard, 19.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Then you take 8 points of necrotic damage, and you have disadvantage on your next attack roll. And the other one
Okay.
slowly starts to come over.
Yes. Come on.
Grum, would you like to take action?
I would first like to ask a question, which is the cart still moving, or is that at a complete stop?
The cart will move unless you guys force it to a stop with an action at the end of... It will move at the end of the round.
Okay, I think that I will do that. I will make an attempt to stop the cart.
All right. Strength athletics could probably force it off the track.
Does it have to come off the track per se, or can it just be like I
Just
pull the brakes type deal?
There's no real braking system that you can see.
But I can use the handle of my great axe to like stick in front of it and create resistance, right?
Yeah, that'd be a pretty good idea. Do a strength athletics with advantage to try to jam that in there.
Come on, slowpoke. Oh, yeah. 2 3s for real. All I did was hit shifts.
What?
Strength athletics at advantage coming up soon. Wow.
Ten's enough to get the friction to stop it. You don't know how
so-
long it will hold, but you can certainly stop it.
Well,
That's
I'm using my great axe, which I can't use in combat anyway, so I could literally like brace it against it and hold it there.
yeah. I'll go with that.
Bet.
Are you physically like keeping steady there?
What do you mean? Like, am I holding it there?
Yeah. When you say you could hold it there, are you going
Well,
to
I mean,
hold it?
what I'm thinking in my head is like using the handle or whatever to like slow it gradually to a stop, and then once it's slowed down, I'll take that and put it in front, like a barricade type of thing. Like, you know, you stick the head into the ground, lay the tip of the handle against the cart, and it can't move forward. You know.
All right, let's say that that's accomplished, so you don't have to worry about the cart. At least at the moment.
Okay. Now that that's done, would that be my turn?
That took an action to do, yes. If you have
Okay,
other
then that'll be
actions
my
or
turn.
bonus actions, okay. Ram.
Yeah, no, I think I stop it. I'm just gonna sit in the cart for the time being and watch for the next round.
Okay.
Did I miss my turn? Have I just been sitting here spacing out?
Oh, wait, did I skip over you? Oh,
I
Oh,
haven't
shit.
gone
oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I am super sorry. Echo, go take a turn.
I genuinely wasn't sure if I just like hallucinated and missed it.
I'm the one that hallucinated and missed. It's been one of those
Okay.
weeks.
That's okay. No hard feelings. So I'm gonna actually not move now, and I'm going to throw out my hands to either side, basically erupt in white light, and I'm going to use my channel divinity and use seer undead.
Okay.
So I need I need a wisdom saving throw, please,
All right, from both of them?
from all
Or
of them.
All three of them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The one
Yeah,
between rolls a 15. The one to your left rolls a 5, and the one approaching rolls a 3 on a nat 1.
Yes. Okay. All of them. No, I think that one with it when it's saved, it doesn't do that. Okay, so the one next to Frampt does not do anything.
Alright.
Frightened or incapacitated for a minute. Okay, so the other two are frightened and incapacitated, but they also take 3 d6, d8. I gotta look at it again. There it is. I just read it and already forgot.
Take a number equal to your wisdom modifier, so 3.
Yeah, okay. 3d8. Big numbers, come on.
Yeah, wow.
Not great. Not as much as
So they each take 9, though. And did you say there was another effect?
the damage was the extra effect.
Okay.
They all are incapacitated and frightened though.
Oh, that's handy.
Per the turn undead.
Okay.
And then
So the conditions are frightened and incapacitated, right?
let's say and incapacitated.
All right. They are incapacitated. I don't know what a scared sleeping guy looks like, but they are that.
And then, oh man, I should have done this first. That's okay. For my bonus action, I'm going to use Steps of Night and give myself a flying speed because I can.
Okay. Are you going to move?
No, I'm going to sit tight right where I am.
But you do so hovering, or at least with the flying speed.
Well, actually, they'd still get an opportunity attack.
But if you're in the air, it might be at disadvantage. Maybe.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm going to try it. I'm going to fly up basically as high as I can, and I'm going to move like over here in between everybody.
You know what? Let's do it at disadvantage, just because I skipped your turn.
Oh, nice. DM is nice.
No kidding.
So 25.
Okay, that'll hit.
Which is better than the one that it didn't do, which was a nat 20.
I will take it.
But probably
no
not
choice.
like it. 10 points of necrotic damage.
That's fine.
Fram, 2 of them are asleep, and 1 of them just hit Echo.
Same one that hit me, right?
Correct, the one without the border around it.
Alright. Now I'm gonna rage. And let's see, I get 6 temp HP. And Echo, you will get. Man, I always hate looking for this stuff. Where's my talent? There we go. 2d6. And Echo, you get 7 temp HP.
Sweet.
Potentially much needed temp HP.
I'm not gonna say no to it. I'll say that.
Fram?
And then because I have disadvantage on my attack, I'm gonna go ahead and reckless attack.
Alright, that'll even it out.
This guy next to me. So, come on. 14 doesn't hit, does it?
14 does not.
Alright. Do
Attack
I have a
what?
disadvantage on the second attack also?
So the way that it reads, it says next attack, so you'd be normal after that first attack. You would shake off whatever necrotic energy was holding you back with that first swing.
Alright, second attack. Nat 20.
That is a good time for it.
Woohoo! Crit damage. How does crit damage work again?
So there'll be an option on D&D Behind. If you right-click, it'll let you accept crit damage. What it basically does is it rolls all of your dice twice and then adds your modifiers once.
Gotcha. All right.
3E's crit system needs to make a comeback.
Actually,
I
when
never played
17.
3E, but I'm playing another campaign where they're using those rules for crits. Oh my god, it's so good.
I wish that they. Sorry, no, go ahead, Fram. I'll ramble
no,
on.
you go ahead. No, you go ahead.
I was going
No,
to.
I want to hear what you got to say.
I was going to say, I wish D&D Beyond would actually let you select the crit that you want to do instead of just the official crit.
Yeah,
Like,
that would be even better because it's all about the DM choice and the player choice, man. Give us those choices back. They kind of did all right with how you can choose 2014 and 2024 content. So why not go as far back as 3E?
actually,
Give us those options.
there had to be a massive uproar for 2014 content to not be taken away, or at least superseded.
There was like they were gonna do this. They were gonna do the spells, and then like people really like were really against that, and they backtracked.
2014 rules that kind of is the one that brought D&D back into the mainstream after the whole Satanic Panic era. So, I mean, maybe, I don't know. I might be wrong, but that's what I kind of feel is the case.
I wouldn't be surprised if they end up someday doing legacy content. Okay, Fram, what's your next step?
19 damage. That's it. I hit him for prone. Knocked his ass prone too. So he needs to make a con 11.
He rolled a 9.
14.
I forget to
Con
send it
14.
to every.
Okay.
He rolled a 9. He failed.
All
So,
right.
he's not
prone.
he's not asleep, but he's down.
Like and as I hit him, I'm like, I'm gonna put you at peace, brother.
He looks at you with more holes in his face than just his eyes. Sure. Peace means different things to different people. Echo, restoring you to your rightful place.
I'm going to pull the dead, the one that Framp has been hitting. So I need another wisdom save, please.
Oh,
And the two red ones are the ones that Echo put to sleep, right?
for the purpose, yeah, for the purposes of everything, they're just on the ground, not moving right now.
Okay, incapacitated. There we go.
20 on the wisdom.
Gosh darn it. Okay. Then as my bonus action, do I have second level spell slots? Okay, good. I do. I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon. Did it go? Okay, it went. And I'm gonna put my big ol' axe next to, in between the two Ashen Whites that are closest together, and I'm gonna swing on the one that's not frightened. The one in pink. Oh, that's beautiful. I love that.
Echo's axe.
Looks like a chicken.
Why does that make me think of the guitar?
That's a 15, not a 5. It's like cocked at the corner of my screen. That's rude.
That is awful.
Yeah,
That's
I hate those
terrible.
dice rolls that are like on the corner.
Anyway,
I always
it's
seem to
11
get
hit
caught
Fran.
underneath my.
So that doesn't work either.
But there's a big flying axe.
There is a big ass axe now, so that's fun.
Okay.
And I will say, leave the other two for now. Just so we're all on the same page.
Nyx
got it.
Nyx reaches out and shocks the Ashen White on the ground for 13 damage, and he can't take reactions. But he can get up. And he does get up. And Fram, he's going to aim at you.
Would I have had advantage on that because he was prone? Not that I want to backtrack it. It's fine the way it is. I'm just curious.
Yeah, a melee attack would have advantage against him. Would you like?
Because I wasn't moving it.
Go ahead and roll a second time. Let's see if we can get a little more damage on this thing.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to say no, but...
Yeah, go ahead.
Right.
Better. 17.
Yeah, that'll hit.
For... big old 5.
Hey, it's better than nothing.
It is. It's better than the miss. So I'll take it.
It looks worse now than it did before. Fram, you reckless attacked with your last turn, right? Yep. So he will attack with advantage. 24 to hit.
Nope, misses.
Ah, so close. But it would be 8 damage should it not miss.
When you and your DM don't have a toxic playstyle.
And the second attack.
Oh, God.
Oh, Jesus. These are hitting like trucks, man.
Does raging cut necrotic damage in half?
No, it only cuts physical damage in half.
That's only 11. Only 11 necrotic damage. But you can feel this evil thing just kind of sap into you.
What a dickhole.
Echo, when you look over at the two Ashen Whites that are on the ground, you notice that they're not really asleep, but they're kind of out somewhere else. It's like somewhere between your intent and the actuality of it. But they're not hostile, but they're not quite asleep. The one that's fighting back is hostile. Grum.
Good to know.
Okay. The pink is what? It's nothing now?
That was when he was prone, yes. He is no longer prone.
No longer prone. Let's try to make him prone again. I'm going to stay my sexy booty in the cart, but I am going to attack it from that position with my battle axe, because that's all I have. That's a natural 26.
Ooh. That hits.
Oh. Hang on, I might have done the wrong roll for damage, so let's do that. Okay, that's much better.
Alright, 16 points of damage. It hits into it. It's very bloody now. I can tell because the letters changed a whole nother color.
I need it to make a DC 17 con save or fall prone.
1 con save. 18.
Hey.
He saves.
All right.
Okay. Not bad. Not bad.
He was sturdy in life. That dwarven ancestry.
Let me see. We'll go ahead and rinse and repeat. So he's not prone. That's fine. He'll get a second attack. Boo.
That
You know
does not
what?
do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend another luck point and re-roll that because I feel like it. That's much better. Get out of my way.
Yeah, that hits.
Are you gonna roll for me? It don't look like you want to roll.
Maybe if you call them good dice and give them belly scratches.
No, I need to do it the manual way. It likes to fight. Damn.
Threatening him with abuse.
And it needs to do another Constitution save.
One Constitution save for a 24.
Golly.
He looks pretty beat
Alright,
up
so
though.
he's not toppled again.
Echo?
Okay, let's get serious here.
Anyone else just hear Darkwing Duck, let's get dangerous?
Hell yeah.
Oh my god, I'm glad I'm not the only one.
All right, I don't like this spell as much with the 2024 rules, but I'm gonna use it anyway. I'm gonna reach out and grab him and cast Inflict Wounds. So I
knew that's what you were casting. I knew it because they nerfed it so hard, bro.
They did. It's terrible.
Really?
It was one of the best level 1 spells and they took it away.
Those thieves.
What is it now?
Yeah. Now it's a
Wizards.
con save.
This thing's been doing pretty well for con saves.
Right. I probably shouldn't have used this one, but whatever.
All right.
Yeah, it used to be an attack too.
He rolled an 11,
Oh.
so he fails.
Not a wasted spell slot.
My god.
Shitty rolls, but not a wasted spell slot.
So that's necrotic damage, right?
Correct.
Okay, so you reach out into the already kind of necrotic eaten flesh.
I'm so stupid.
And it has an effect.
There it is.
It has an effect, but it's about half of what you would hope. And what you expect might kill a normal person. This thing is already dead, and it doesn't, so it's still up.
I was blinded by my love for that spell, and I just didn't do the follow
It's not
through.
lovable like that anymore. You gotta let that go and move on, babe. It's not the same spell anymore. It's changed on us. You need to
I'm gonna
change
have to
with
get rid
it.
I'm gonna have to change it next long rest because I can't cope with this anymore.
I understand. Although,
Yeah, it's not a really good go-to cleric spell anymore. Not like it used to be.
Echo,
Gonna
anything
hit-
else?
I'm gonna hit with the spiritual weapon for 23.
That hits.
Come on, you can do it. Oh, for heaven's sake, 4.
Which is the exact amount of force needed between those two hits to kill this thing.
Well, it's dead now.
So your flying sword axe swings into it, and it goes down. Twice dead.
All right. Let's hope it stays that way. I am gonna call out to the party again and say, okay, one at a time.
Or we could get back in the cart and continue onward and leave them there.
That's also
They're
an
pretty
option.
brainless. They are pretty brainless. But that's up to you guys. I don't care either way. I enjoy killing things, even if they're already dead.
I'm gonna
Well,
roll something to see if Echo thinks of that.
The
What was that?
goblins kept them behind a locked door, so I mean, so I don't think they're getting out. And they've been safe behind that. I don't think they're getting out on the railway, unless we really pissed them off. And then the one
Okay.
that's attacking us. Hey, are you pissed?
Yep. I'm gonna fly. Actually, I'm just gonna hover above the cart.
Okay, does the party continue on? Grum, do you release the brake?
Yes, Grum releases the brake.
Woo.
If everyone is trying to continue onward, he will do so.
Yep. I'll get back in the cart.
Ah,
Did you leave me here?
Bye, Fram. It was nice knowing you.
and Bram became the next Drugar. Long dead.
I'm just saying, it would be crazy hell of crazy if one of our two barbarians became brainwashed and turned on the party. Just saying.
Don't put those vibes out there. Stop it.
I think
The
I think
vibes
he
are
just
already out there. We're
volunteered.
dealing with psycho goblins.
Okay, I will say if anyone volunteers to go psycho on the party and brainwash, it'll be me.
First off, it'll be me. And
You wouldn't.
And
dare.
second, I think it would definitely be Grum. Just saying. Storytelling wise, I have a couple of ideas already. That's why I made a comment. And it's like, EPM, hit me up.
the cart makes one full rotation and stops.
All right, well, we're back to the beginning.
Okay. So.
Where did we go first? We went up there. All right.
The pieces of the fiendish auger are still broken off in the corner.
The track goes from here to here, right? That was the direction it went.
So the track that you're on goes into the rock. It goes
And then it comes out over here.
and it comes out on the top side. Yes. This was another way you
so-
found the other way down if you don't fix the elevator.
Right. Okay. Well, where's this big bad boss guy that Shiny was telling us about?
Well, here's the thing. I'm tired. So, I propose I make us a little hut here so we can get some rest. Where we can be safe.
You know, that is a fantastic idea. Echo, you are so smart. And yes, I am saying that to make you feel better about using necrotic energy on an undead creature.
Yep, that's gonna take some time to live down.
They're there.
Fog of war. Leave me alone. So I'm going to, let's see. I'm actually going to fly, as long as there's no objections, I'm going to fly like back in this corner up here. And I'm going to cast Leomund's Tiny Hut.
Oh, that's such a good spell.
Hell yeah.
I had to have it.
Wait, did you get that specifically for me?
I did. I knew you loved it, and it's my gift to you.
Challenge accepted. Challenge accepted.
Inspiration.
Oh no, he said challenge.
Yep. Which makes me feel really bad right now, but that's okay.
I think I know why he had said that, because I've been reading on that shit, and there's really only like one or two ways to get around it.
We'll see when we get there. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. We'll see. What happens. For now, it's a really good spell. I strongly recommend it to any spellcasters. So, what does that spell do?
So, it springs up a 10-foot emanation, and it's going to last for 8 hours. So we need to fall asleep quickly.
No insomnia.
Right. Y'all better go to sleep. The atmosphere is comfortable and dry, and only people that I choose can enter the hut, supposedly. Inside, it'll be dim light, and then as we kind of drift off, I'll bring that down a little bit. And the outside is going to be, instead of my favorite green, it'll be sort of like a dirty brown. I kind of want it to mimic the like a cave interior, hopefully.
Does the spell block out sounds and smells?
I feel like.
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to find. Tell me what you think first.
Okay, so there is nothing in the spell that would make me think that it dampens sound or that it would affect smell. As much as I want that to not be the case, I really feel like it wouldn't.
I'm not going to overplay it, but I just want to remind you that this area here is all a giant cesspit and would smell as such.
Oh yeah.
Is it?
This is all a cesspit.
Oh.
So you
maybe we should pick a different corner. Like
no, she already cast
maybe
it.
We should pick this corner over here. Grum's gonna move over there.
Grum exits the safety of the hut.
No, I'm just joking.
All right. So tight quarters, guys. We don't have a whole lot of room, but we have 8 hours to rest.
Everybody breathe through your mouth.
Yes, I recommend mouth breathing for a little while. But also, I will take first watch.
You kind of don't have to because nobody can enter.
Since you're
and
you're
also it's a little opaque, but we can see clearly through it.
See, you say that.
The rain is gone.
I have traumatized you guys, haven't I?
Nah.
Although I will,
maybe some of us.
I am proud that you at least think twice before sleeping in a dungeon. I have accomplished my goals. I'll be honest.
Look,
That's good to know. On to the next campaign.
Echo has been truly traumatized by that barbarian bounty hunter.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Come and kidnapping poor Grum in the middle of the night.
Yeah. Like she's never gonna sleep well again. Not for many years.
I just want to remind you all that Grum is 7'2" in this 10-foot area. Just saying.
We're gonna be in a cuddle puddle.
I'm all with it, bro. Let's go. I don't get cold, so neither does France. So we can keep all y'all warm.
Well, and if that's the case, I'm gonna bring the temperature down some because I'm not having y'all like. The only word I can think of is hotbox. That's not what I want to say. I'm gonna keep the temperature in the hut comfortable.
A hot box it is.
And I just think we're barbarian. Grumman are
It's a hot
barbarians. So
okay.
we eat a lot of meat and like drink a lot of beer. Like we probably have awful farts.
Competing with the cesspit. There's no salvation.
You can't beat it, join it.
Look, I'm doing all I can, okay?
We tried. So far, there's only so much we can do. You can.
Framp just sleeping with his ass towards the exit point of the hut.
Grum's ass is hanging half out of the magic bubble.
No, Framp. He's the one talking about bad farts.
Framp's ass is hanging half out of the magic bubble.
Like he lays on his side, all like curled up. We put him so that his ass is like right at the edge of the opening, so that any loose material goes out that way.
all All I said was you and I are on high protein diets, and we drink beer.
As one
I'm
does.
trying to do something. I'm trying to make impressions.
I'm going to reiterate that we only have 8 hours in this, so you guys need to get some sleep.
And the 8 hours passes, no one sleeps. It's just
Right, well, I'm talking about farts.
everybody's terrified that the first person that falls asleep will have something done to them. So the entire group passes 8 hours, no sleep.
That sounds about
Framp's pretty
We all wake up
comfortable.
with our bloodshot eyes.
Everybody's worse
Straight out of the
off.
lemon pine saw commercial.
Everybody has a point of exhaustion. No, great.
Best
No.
dressed ever.
I'd say Framp is pretty comfortable sleeping in a cave. I mean, caves usually have caves you usually have run the risk of goblins sneaking up on you or something. So
Yeah, but we
sleeping
killed a lot
comfortably
of
with
them.
one eye open is pretty.
We killed a few of them, and other ones are preoccupied with their new chain of command.
Yeah.
It is what it
sleeping
is.
in caves, it's pretty comfortable. We're level 6. We know how to sleep with one eye open.
Would the party like to take a long rest?
Yes,
Party
please.
would love to.
The party may take a long rest with no ill effects at the end of it.
We got one in, guys.
We did it.
This was a
We-
very necessary long rest too. So
No,
thank you.
nobody
my
nobody
God.
tell Nyx. Nobody tell Nyx that we had a peaceful long rest. She won't believe you.
That's right. She's gonna think we're all
Oh my
lying
God,
to
that
her.
poor girl. That's toxic as fuck. Hey, let her continue with her trauma.
I'm saying no false hopes. No false hopes. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
The magic bubble bursts, and you are all brought back to the stinky reality of the dim cave. And Echo, I do believe that your magical gift of night vision would have faded to the boys.
Yes. It only lasted like an hour or so.
So you will need to grant them that again, should you choose.
Depends on how badly the hut smelled last night.
We could roll for it, but oh god. Oh god, no.
We each wake up next to a puddle of our own vomit.
That you can't see.
How dark is it in the cave? Is it black without?
So, actually, I'll say this: there is distant shades of blue emanating from here and here, and if you want to try to figure out what those are, you're welcome to roll an insight check. Beyond that, all this here, all that is dark.
Okay, I will take that insight check.
Remember, at the beginning when we first got down here, I said I wanted to use my cartography tools while we're down here to just map our course out and stuff and
Right.
get an idea. So does that help us with since we've already kind of explored most of these areas and kind of having a general idea?
Yeah, you guys can roll with advantage with the map that you've been making, or honestly, the 16's good enough to give you the main source of the light. Echo, the source of the light is the boiling blue liquid.
Okay. So
And the Ashen Whites are harvesting it, right? The ones that we saw towards the bottom, the psionic and feral ones, they were harvesting it. Can't recall.
I thought they were mining on the wall away from the blue liquid.
It was away from it. Okay.
I think I asked that last time. But like, is the blue liquid like, is that pretty much like ground level to where they're standing? Like, are they standing on the same? Like, are they pretty much at the edge of it at this point?
So I talk a lot with my mute on, and it's fantastic.
I was fixing to ask.
If you ever assume, man, the DM never shuts up. Why is the DM shutting up now? The answer is probably mute. So if you want more information on the Ashen Whites, you're welcome to roll insight checks. They were mining, or at least going through the motions of mining the wall. The shore level it's that liquid is at about the same level as the walkway.
Okay.
And
I rolled a 30-20 if that makes anything more detailed on that insight.
I'm praying right now and can't focus.
Sorry.
Say that again?
Only a 12.
What did you say, Echo?
I said I'm praying right now. I can't focus.
Oh, I heard something. I heard something else. Never mind.
I'm not sure I want to know.
Yeah, it's we'll cross that bridge when we jump in the lava.
Oh, good.
Yay.
Grum with the 20, and what you've seen of the Ashen Whites. It's almost like these beings are cursed to go through their daily labors eternally in death. So, Drugar are miners, right? They're underground dark dwarves. And they built this place, and they spend their entire time going through and mining and building and shaping. Even in death, they can't seem to escape that. Whatever cursed them to death has cursed them to live out their daily tasks, seemingly for eternity.
Can I check that those samples that were dropped in the cart again to see if they're just, if it's like coal or just regular rocks or some shit, or if it's something particular, because they might be going through the motions robotically. However, the goblins may or may not be using that to mine for something specific. And there's a strange blue liquid shit here too.
You are welcome to roll an Arcana or an Investigation, or if you think another roll will aptly get you that information, you are welcome to roll that as well. Just let me know what you roll, and I will tell you what that roll gives you.
I was thinking either perception, because I wouldn't like be investigating per se. I would just be trying to gain my info from looking at it.
Okay.
Or insight, just to, like a gut feeling type of thing.
All right. You roll one or the other, and then we will go from there.
I'm going to choose perception right now.
With a 25, it does not look like the same material that one you both mined at Ryvern Tor, and it doesn't look like it's the same material as any of the obelisk shards that you have come across. It looks, to the best of your knowledge, maybe like coal. Maybe coal with a little bit of iron ore in it. Like veins crossed. But it's very mundane.
I think I'm gonna, in character, tell the party that it seems that the Ashen Whites, the undead creatures, are pretty much dismissible. Like, we can take them out if we want, but they're not really a threat. It seems like they're just kind of doing things because they don't know anything else to do, which would explain also why that one dude, Hyldak, he was just asking to be freed because it was like he was cursed to do the same mundane task for eternity.
You're welcome to roll. You're welcome to roll one more insight check.
All right. As soon as my page loads.
Because you guys freed Hyldak relatively quickly.
We did.
You guys
He
did.
gave us enough
He was
information, though. I
super,
mean,
and he
Grant
helped you
was
fix
good.
the elevator. No, you guys, it was a very quick brokered deal, and I think to everybody's benefit. Although you guys still took the other way around. With
Right.
with a
Explorers.
with a 13, nothing snaps, nothing snaps in your head.
What do you mean? Like,
I was going to give you something about holodeck, but
oh, okay.
13 doesn't quite hit that.
Okay. But I still stand by what I said about the other whites. You know, they generally seem and feel like they're not really a threat of any kind unless we create one. And, you know, when y'all emptied out of the cart and then they turned and looked at y'all, as opposed to just hiding around the belt. But I'm concerned about this creature we were supposed to find and take out. And then I'm like turning to Bram to echo Nick's like, what do y'all have to say about that shit? We haven't found anyone, I don't think, that would fit that description.
Well, the only place we haven't explored is that weird-looking hovel sticking out of the blue nonsense we saw when we passed. Wait. No, never mind. We didn't pass by it. Sorry.
Pass by
Well, we
what?
did see it though. You're talking about this thing over here, right?
Oh yeah, we were able to spot it. Yeah.
You guys
Go in,
did
Yeah,
take
we
this
were over
path,
there.
yeah.
We didn't necessarily cross, but we gained enough vision to see everything, and we decided you wanted to continue exploring, so we did that. But we saw it.
Yeah.
Oops, shit. But that's what you were talking about, right?
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
It's really our last option to explore.
Does your personal map confer with that? Like, I would confirm basically in character, but I'm like also saying it as a player to quote unquote confirm like the next move.
Well, we all went through the top and through the bottom except for that area and the middle.
Right. We
So that'd
checked
be
this
the only-
out. We didn't cross, but we saw. We avoided this, but we know it's there.
Yeah.
This was
Right.
taken
So
care of.
the map would say that's the only place we haven't really, like, it would kind of show that, like, that'd be the only real option that we would go is to explore where the Ashen are and go down to the little lake of blue death.
Yeah, I agree. I think that would be the next logical point because, you know, it's unexplored, only looked at, and there is. This is a walkway, right? Like from their level across.
It is a walkway down. So the
Yeah.
ladder seems to be at least, let's say, at least 10 feet down.
Right.
And then there's the walkway that leads to the door.
Okay. So then, yeah, if that's what the party agrees to do, I think that's what it should be.
All right. Well, let's go fight some more undead orbs. I'm both excited and disappointed with myself at the same time.
As we all are. Does the party proceed?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Nyx is going to tag along the back because her powers are still be pretty useful. Marching orders for the rest, though.
I'll take middle.
Yeah, I'll get behind. I'll be between Nyx and Echo.
Okay.
Nyx is in the back. Oh, never mind.
If Fram wants to take the back, that's fine with me. You guys decide the order.
Yeah, I'll protect Nyx. Actually, before we get started, hey Grum, do you mind if I borrow your big axe? Mind if I borrow your big axe for a little bit? This little guy hasn't been cutting it. And I point to the hunk of ugly metal that's already like dented and looking like shit. Like, I'll promise I'll give it back when I find something that's a little more me, but...
Grum looks at his great axe with longing and, like, sad eyes.
Wait.
Huh?
Go ahead, but Echo's going to interject here, but I'll let you finish first.
Go for it.
So she's going to drop her shield real quick, and she's going to pull her glaive off her back and kind of hold it up. And with my shield, I actually can't really use this anymore. It's my favorite, but I'd rather it be used than just carried. So if you'd like this, and Grum, if you'd like to keep your axe, you can borrow this one.
Oh, perfect.
It has been a minute since we've had glaive action.
I totally forgot about it. Grum, I'll let y'all go first.
Next rest, I'm gonna have to change. You can change masteries during a rest, right? Like your weapon masteries.
I believe, yeah, you can. The weapon masteries are changeable.
Okay. All right. Should have asked this before.
Especially as a barbarian, you get proficiency with all weapons. It should be changeable for you.
They're not changeable at will, but they are changeable at rest.
Like spells. Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, they're in a lot of ways they're like the martial equivalent to spells.
Which I'm so grateful for, because I mean, honestly, as cool as martials are, for me personally as a player, they just come off so boring, especially at low levels. So these weapon masteries are such a nice little extra boon.
It makes it feel a little more dynamic in combat.
Yes, thank you. Absolutely correct.
All right, Grum, you lead the party, correct?
I do, but first, there's a little thing here I was going to do, which is after Echo gives Brant her glaive, Grum just kind of has a quiver in his lip, and he says, it's not that I'm not willing to let you use Brant, it's just that I miss using it myself.
I understand. I just got tired of watching my weapon bounce off of everything.
I don't know what it is. It's just something that I can't use it. I'm unable to use it. I don't have a free hand, or else I would be using it.
Why don't you?
One thing I do. Oh, go ahead. What were you gonna say, Echo?
Echo's gonna kind of look at him funny. Why don't you put the shield on your back?
Oh, you're funny, Echo. That's a funny joke. I like that. It's been a while since I've thawed out like that.
Really?
But yes, I'm not usually one to follow a comedic crowd, so I appreciate your sense of humor.
Can I roll an insight on Grum right now?
Sure. Who are we to say no to insight on Grum?
21.
Grum, are you proficient in anything like deception?
I'm not proficient in any charisma except intimidation.
Okay, so give me 1 second here. 11. With the 21 Echo, you know that something's off.
Okay.
He is not acting his blue boy self.
Mhm.
Okay. If you say so. Sorry, Framp, go ahead.
Are you?
Oh yeah, that's right. As you like hand me the glaive, I drop the I like the branches around the rock like untwirl and just drops and just wraps around the glaive and gives it this like nice like sharp tree branch look to it.
It's like a very big branch.
Yes. With a giant blade sticking out the top of it.
Okay.
You,
Like, don't worry, it'll go away afterwards. It'll protect it.
okay. I trust you.
This way it won't get snapped. It won't get broken in half.
That would be preferable. Thanks.
All right, Grum, you're leading the party, yes? Make a perception check. And Echo, you in second, make a perception check at disadvantage.
Perception.
And this should not be a hard check. But
You
eight,
know what?
eight don't do it.
Luck point. Perception. Going again.
For heaven's sake.
Oh my gosh. A 10.
Carry on, my wayward children.
Right.
I'm actually gonna grab Grum's back, I guess, because I'm pretty sure I can't reach his shoulders. And I'm going to cast Protection from Evil and Good.
Why are you protecting him from me?
Is that the evil or the good?
That will be the evil, please.
All right, Frampt is the evil. Okay.
All because I sniped one rabbit.
Aberration, celestial, elementals, fiends, or undead all have disadvantage on attack rolls against him, and he cannot be possessed, charmed, or frightened.
Well, that is charming to know. Grum, you feel this sense of divine protection wash over your back from a familiar touch by a gloved hand.
Grum would like lightly like reach if he could. I don't know where on his back it would be. He might not have flexibility. But
Like a bodybuilder trying to scratch that itch.
Let me
Oh
roll a
no!
dex check. Let me roll a dex check real quick. Let me see if I can
DC
reach it.
30.
Oh,
It's like on
natural
your
one.
tongue.
Reach your
Well,
hand.
never mind.
I'm too
I
buff.
was going to try and help you, but
Oh
No,
no!
it's okay. You can touch me. I just can't reach your hand. So you just kind of hear me like from my hand smacking my back, trying to find your hand, but I can't. So I'm just like, I turn around and I'm like, thanks, Echo. That was a little embarrassing. And then I just continue on like nothing.
oh, how very Grum of you.
Grum, how would
I
you
am a
like
goofy
to?
giant, but I will kill you.
How would you like to proceed?
So I am going to take a note from our previous encounter on the mining cart and track, and I'm gonna say that these white down here will probably leave us alone if we leave them alone. So I will advise, and this is in character, I will advise that we ain't gotta be like all Scooby-Doo sneaky sneak, but we should probably leave them to their chores. But we should also still be ready just in case.
That's good. Because if you want to stealth, you're gonna have to carry Echo.
Grum doesn't even hesitate. Wait, do you say that as a player or as a character?
Just as a player.
Oh, okay, never
That's
mind.
good because it might transfer the disadvantage from one person to the next.
Right.
Whoa,
Oh
what is
crap! Did
your
you change your spells? Wait. You might not have it. Nyx might have it.
What?
I'm
I don't have
trying to
access
bring up
to it.
that phrase.
I can't get that.
Yeah, Nyx might be the one to take it since she's a sorcerer.
Nyx does not have pass without trace.
Right, no, if she was here, we might have. Well, probably it'd be too late by now. We're already awake.
Yeah, you must pass with trace. You have my apologies.
What kind of armor are you wearing? Like, what does your armor look like, Echo?
It's just like almost just like her picture. It's got dark sleeves, blue like shoulder pads. The bodice part is white, and then black boots and breeches.
But the armor
Like,
itself is plate, splint, scale.
It is. That's a good question. I don't remember.
It is heavy.
I'm like, I'm like wondering if like 'cause I have two like bedrolls, if I could like take the cotton or the stuffing out of one and just like put it in the joints of her armor so they don't like cling as much, or like
That's
use
funny.
some of the oil.
I'm making a
Or the-
mental picture. That's hilarious.
Of
looking
Fran
like a-
stuffing my
If we
armor.
decide
Scarecrow
to do
made out
that,
of armor.
It is.
I'm
You have
just saying, if
scale
we
mail.
actually decide to do that, we all come together and help her with that. It would not take as much time as you would think.
We'd all be laughing. It'd be like it's arts and crafts.
I won't shut it down in advance. Although I won't promise you the desired outcome.
Yeah, my concern would be range of motion. But
It's just like
I don't know
cotton
that I
and
could
bedroll.
really. I don't know that I could fight off two barbarians who are insistent that I be quiet.
Well, you wouldn't have to fight us off because we're not those kind of barbarians.
It's all consensual. I mean, I don't know about
You're right.
but maybe
Yeah.
barbarians are
We
all about-
we have some manner of class, Echo. I take a little personal offense.
You
that you even
have
feel the need to say a comment like that.
you have flashback of horrors from the hut.
Oh my god. Rum is thinking of his previous life from a year ago. Just a year ago.
Well,
I
that was
look
as
at
a
you
player, not with
incredulously.
Echo.
Echo, I look at you incredulously, and I'm like, we're barbarians, Echo, not barbarians.
Fair enough. I apologize.
All right, so quick
Well-
question. Are we actually going to try to stuff cotton or whatever stuffing into her armor joints, or are we just going to continue forward?
Well, if we're not stealthing,
know.
it doesn't matter.
True. I mean, do y'all want to stealth?
I honestly don't think it'll matter, but if you guys want to try to be quiet, I'm down for it.
Hold on, wait, give me a minute to think about this for a second. Trying to figure out how I can use my +5 to stealth and
You know what? Hold on. You can fly. You could fly over them. You could
Yeah.
fly like how high? How high is the ceiling in this area? Is it like open?
It is up past the first floor.
Oh, dude, you could just fly out of their range, dude. Fuck stealth.
Well, that was the plan. If we want to go stealth, Echo's gonna be as high up as she can get.
Bet. Let's go.
Yep. As long as you don't have a helicopter for wings, you'll be fine.
All right. So has the party decided that we're gonna stealth in character?
Yes, I like get down like on all fours like a panther and stuff. It's like one of the only times you actually see me like all serious, like I know what I'm doing.
Yeah. I mean, right. All right. Yeah, let's try stealthing. Stealthing.
Dirty 20.
I'm gonna use the Radiant Soul. So, glimmering eyes, wings come out. Mark this off.
So,
Are you gonna roll a? Are you gonna roll a stealth check for Nyx?
I'll roll a stealth check for Nyx.
I'm gonna give her guidance.
Cool. Okay, stealth check for Nyx.
I just realized too, like, because you can fly, bro, like, you could just dash straight across without worrying about covering the ground itself.
Sometimes keep forgetting you can fly.
All right.
Yeah,
Nyx,
like, bro, you.
Nyx got a 23 on her stealth.
Golly, Nick.
Good job, Nyx.
She nods.
Nobody tell her. Nobody tell her.
What's the plan?
Does Echo
So
need
we're
to
all
stealth check?
stealthing. I feel like we would just climb down the ladder and, I don't know, walk across, whereas Echo can just fly across, straight shot.
Okay, Grum, do you head down the ladder?
I would.
You have advantage on initiative.
Should you need
Okay.
it?
Continue, you said?
If you need it, yeah. What did you roll? What did everybody roll on their checks?
17.
20.
And Nick's got a 23.
All right. What do I need to roll? Just a regular stealth check like I normally would?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a stealth check with advantage since you're not going by them. I'll be right back. 2 seconds.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, that beautiful blue bridge.
He said with advantage. I don't know if that was with it.
I normally have disadvantage.
Okay. I want to fly.
I wish I could grant someone temporary fly speed. I think that would be amazing.
You
Oh.
can. If you take the spell fly, you could touch someone and grant them a flying speed equal to their walking speed, I believe is how it's written.
I'd have to up my meta magic probably to have access to that.
Okay.
What level is
Meta magic? No, it's just a regular spell.
So the group attempts to sneak past the Ashen Whites.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, Grum, lead the way.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Right. I'm going to get right here, and I'm going to pause for like a couple of seconds.
So first off, one of the most notable things is the actual intense heat of this thing. You can actually feel it up close here of the blue churning lava or liquid or whatever it is. It is bright and hot. Grum, you don't necessarily need to roll a perception check. The Ashen White next to you seems to have noticed you but isn't doing anything.
All right, so I'll go ahead and like still maintaining myself. English work good, brain. I'm just gonna like kind of weave my way through and just get right there and just make room for the rest of the party.
All right, each step you take has a precarious nature to it. So weaving through the Ashen Whites on this not big walkway amongst this gigantic flow of heat, there is a certain danger that has to be appreciated.
I'm sorry, I just keep thinking of Scooby-Doo sneaking, so
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
that's what I have in my head.
Framp, do you follow along as well?
Yeah.
Uh,
I like froze for a moment, so I didn't see it actually like everyone move.
yeah, and Echo, where do you land at?
So I'm gonna land at this first or the last square, I suppose.
All right, behind Grum.
Yes.
All right.
Do I see anything interesting from above about this structure?
You speak Dwarvish, correct?
I don't remember. I think so. No, I didn't take Dwarvish.
Okay.
I think that's Framp who speaks Dwarvish.
Yeah, I speak French. I speak French. I speak Dwarvish.
I speak Framp too.
See? English word good.
All right,
Fucking smart.
first, let me give you the official text of the Sanctum Crossing. A thick heat of churning lava below washes over the stone bridge. At the far end is an obsidian pyramid. It faces bare relief carvings of ancient dwarves feasting, celebrating, and tending to their injured. Its vertices are carved with intricate geometric patterns inlaid with silver. A recessed double door stands before the pyramid. The door's faces are adorned with ruins and circular channels glowing faintly with green energy. Grum, you are standing at the doors. What would you like to do?
I would like to look back and wonder why Nyx has not caught up. And then I'm going to look
She's staring at the
Framp
blue
and
lava.
Echo. I'm gonna look at everyone and be like, so how do we want to proceed? I just got us here. But this green light is kind of unnerving. Or the green energy emanating from it, rather, is a little unnerving. And then if no one says anything, then I'll just be like, fuck it. And go for the door.
Make a strength athletics check.
$16.
As you push on the door, the green energy in the ruins circulates and flows, and you cannot budge it.
What about if I pull?
It is not a push-pull door.
I want to push with them. Like, let's try together.
You're welcome to roll with advantage, or you could also roll a separate check. Or actually, why don't...
Strength check.
Yeah, each of you can roll a strength check and see what you get.
Come on.
Oh, I don't really have. Can I roll to get a better feel for what's going
19.
on here?
Damn. The door does not budge. And Echo, you are welcome to make a roll.
I would like to use my insight if that's okay.
By all means.
Well, 17.
17's not bad. With the ruins and the magical energy, you can surmise that there is a magical nature to the lock of this door.
Can I roll an arcana to see if I can figure out what it is?
You may.
Brent wants to know if any of the markings on the obelisk in Dwarvish say storm, death, light, or wind, since it has 4 sides.
You do speak Dwarvish, right?
Yes.
You do not see any of the same ruins as on the other door.
Okay.
That is a very... take a point of inspiration, though, for making that connection.
Thank you. any other, as I'm looking at the markings on there, do I notice anything else that might stand out?
Roll an Arcana check with advantage.
Ooh, that's good. My Arcana sucks.
17.
2 18s. You were set no matter what. So with the ability to read Dwarvish, you can tell that the magical lock, as determined by the ruins, can be opened with psionic energy.
Oh.
You guys watch me walk up to the door, and I put like 2 fingers on each of my temples, like I'm concentrating really hard.
Are you actually concentrating really hard?
Yes, I'm actually concentrating really hard.
Do me a favor and make a Constitution saving throw.
22.
You feel your stomach rumbling, but you subdue it. You can successfully quench the loud fart that was about to blast out as you concentrated on this thing.
Oh man.
Or you can let it rip.
Dealer's choice.
The one thing that is notable is that this walkway is hot, and it would not be advisable to spend an extreme amount of time on it.
How long has it, have my wings faded yet?
How long does the spell last?
It only lasts a minute.
You guys have probably been examining this and trying to force the door for more than a minute now.
Okay. So, I'm done
Grum
with that.
has an idea, but it's probably a stupid idea.
There's no
What's
stupid
that?
ideas. Only
Yes, there are. This one is probably stupid.
what do you got?
Grum's idea is, okay, first of all, would there be a clear indicator of the Ashen Whites being different types?
They look different. And
Does one type look noticeably
and
quote
this,
unquote psionic?
the psionic ones are watching you. The other ones are just mindlessly hitting against the wall. The other ones are still doing that. They're still performing tasks, but they seem to be aware of you, just not engaging you.
Okay, so Grum's idea is to approach the psionic one, the ones that are looking at us, because they seem smarter. And he's gonna either try to call it over or bring it over to the door. And maybe,
Here, boy. Here.
yeah, basically either as like a retaliatory move or like even in combat, like we can use it to release some psionic energies upon the door, and then we can barge on through.
So let's deal with those categories one at a time. What do you want to try first?
All right, so who has the best charisma?
In real life or the
Probably
game?
Nick. Probably Nick. But yeah, probably even in real life. I might need help hauling this thing over if it doesn't first work.
Nyx does have the best charisma of the group, which is sad because I only roleplay Nyx so much because I don't want to speak too much for her character.
Right.
So
I would basically, yeah,
Go ahead. You would.
I would basically try to ask Nyx to like help me call that one in particular's attention, referring to this one since it's right there at the base.
They've already all noticed you, so you know that they noticed you.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to get her to help me call it over, because Grum has no clue.
Short of saying, "Here, kitty, kitty,"
Right.
What would you like to? What would you like? What would you like to do?
Grum will. I think Grum will whistle at it, and then like wave his hand in a gesture to say, "Come here."
As you do,
Even point at that one in particular, so that they all know it's just that one.
you hear a voice in your head saying, "What do you want?"
Grum will respond. Open door, pointing at the obelisk. Please.
Why do you want to go there?
Reasons will free you for favor.
How will you free us?
Same as Yoldak.
Ah, an old name. What will you do when you go there? Inside the chamber.
Don't know yet. Exploring.
Are you his friend or his foe? The goblin that comes and goes. The one with the shard in his head. Friend
Goblin
or
keeps
foe?
you slave. Goblin keeps you slave.
As you say slave, you can feel a dark wave of energy kind of flow off of him. And he says, "No. Mind flares. Eternity. They have condemned us. Can you free us?"
Can free in healing. Can free in magic waters. Must kill goblins to kill mind flayers.
Are you so just a real quick question.
Yes.
When you talk to him, is it with the assumption that he's a dumb creature? Or
Rum is speaking and responding with the intention of merely reciprocating. He's not assuming they're dumb or not. He definitely feels like these types in particular are not average undead. If he's ever dealt with them himself, he's heard of them at least. So he can definitely see that these are not regular undead just by the fact that they're mentally communicating with them. So he's not speaking down upon it per se, but he's just trying to match it so that it's easier to communicate.
he will hold out his hand to you very much like a reaper, and you can see the decayed flesh and the porous nature of it. You can see the bone underneath, and he points towards you and he says, "We will be free if you succeed and destroy this place." I will open the door. You will destroy the goblin. And then you will use your power to tear this place stone from stone until nothing remains and nothing left to be done. And we will be free. Do you accept?
We
Did you
accept.
hear any of this?
This is all in Grum's head. Because Grum's the only one that's tried to communicate with him so far. And Grum, he looks at you and he says, Acceptance and forfeiture of your duty will condemn you to us, and you will never escape our wrath if this place is not condemned. Do not fail. And as he says it, you see his foot, his desiccated undead foot, step out from under his robe, and he slowly starts to march. And you can see there is a will there that he is turning away from what the other ones are doing. And
As he walks past, I will actually, you know what? I'll let him go in front of me, and then I'll walk behind him. And mentally, I will say, "Thank you, friend. This place will be destroyed upon completion of our task."
Ramp, do you let the undead creature walk by you?
I'd say I'm still staring at the door, and when it walks by me, I'm more like, "Oh shit," than like anything at first. But as I see like Grum with it and everything, I'm pretty like settled down.
I was gonna say, Grum would
like,
probably like settle the party and be like, Echo taught me that Echo taught me that there is respect to be shown in death. Who's to say it should not be shown in undeath as well?
Echo,
Echo,
real quick, when it gets to you, before the door, it stops and it looks at you. And you can hear something in your head. This voice that you've never heard before says, "I too served in life. Served those above and below. It did not save me from this fate. May yours find a better path. Avoid this fate." And as it passes you, it puts its hand up to the lock, and you can see the lock start to grow bright green, and the door slides open, and he steps away, and there is a red faint light within. It appears to be a platform, and he looks back and he says, "The lock will close in 10 minutes. Be swift and carry out your justice. If you fail, though mine has much left to mine." And he heads back to his duty. The door is open.
Can I ask him before he gets too far away? Do you have a name that you remember?
It looks back and he says, "Names are for the living. Mine is long forgotten."
oh, that sucks. Can I call you Tony? Do you like Tony? You can have a name, buddy. It'll make you feel a little more alive again.
He turns back to the wall and his hand starts hitting against the rock.
Hey boy, Tony's depressed. Let's blow this place up when we're done.
I think Grum would. Was that, first of all, was that verbal or mental, Echo? When you asked him his name.
It was verbal, but the first thing he said to her in her head shook her a little bit.
Hmm.
So
Is
you could
that a little
probably
visible?
tell by the
Like
voice.
your body language or something? Or your face?
Yeah, she's a little unnerved right now. Like she shifted her posture and only thought of asking his name, can only get the words out as an afterthought after he started walking away.
Okay. I think Grum would, before entering, take your hand and just kind of smile at you reassuringly, and then just kind of take you along with him as he walks through into the obelisk.
Let's go kill a goblin.
Fuck yeah. And by the way, guys, that was so freaking cool. Oh my god. And he just like briefly explains the mental conversation with that white Tony. He changed the name. That's great. Here, I'll make room for
I
everybody
just
else.
noticed that.
Yeah, change the name to Tony. That's fucking funny.
He's Tony, the Ashen White. What you gonna do about it?
They show me disrespect.
You shut up in your mouth. You shut up in your face.
Oh no, Tony's now Luigi. No.
Yep. Yep. Nope,
I was
it's too
just
late.
about to say that. It's Luigi now.
Oh no, I didn't name him right.
Maybe we should send him after the goblin.
I don't know, man. I feel like the undead would probably be at a disadvantage against this thing. Just a gut feeling. I don't know.
The party can get on the
Let's-
platform. Ramp, do you get
Why
in?
am I not moving?
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna say we got
outside.
10 minutes, bro. We should not waste time.
Yeah, let's go.
So the party gets on the platform, and the platform slowly starts to descend. And after about 30 seconds of only the magical light around you, you come in and you see a chamber. The blue lava is channeling around, and you see a very distinct goblin with a green crystal literally embedded in his forehead. And
To the green crystal, you said?
it is a green crystal. The official text: the doors of the lift open to reveal a massive sanctum built of obsidian stone. 2 waterfalls of lava cascade down either side of the sanctum's entrance, casting eerie light on the vaulted ceiling. At the opposite end of the sanctum looms a towering statue of a dwarven woman. Cracks race along her arms, and half her face is smashed, but the faint image of a kindly smile remains. And Ruxathid is looking directly at the party as they enter. And you all hear a voice in your head saying, "Welcome! Welcome! They said you would come. Join us."
Who said?
"The gods that speaketh through me." And he touches his head, and the crystal shines for a moment.
I yell out, "Hey, that's not gods, that's head trauma."
"They have chosen me. They speaketh through me. I am chosen."
You are chosen
guys-
to play the jester, homie, because ain't no god gonna choose some lowly goblin to be anything for them. Come on, man, get over yourself.
They have
back to
named
reality.
us Sapli. They have sent us to fetch the stones of ancient breaks. You possess your own submit them to me and help me find the others, and we will transport them and bring the gods to us. Come.
Is there anything that we can see in this room that might be a chest of some sort, or somewhere where they would be holding the shards that they found?
You are currently on the lift. You're welcome to make a perception check. Let me know if you would like to try to move about the room.
I will save that perception check until we start moving forward.
Actually, I would like to make a perception check to make sure that the room is not booby-trapped. Or would that not be perception? I forgot.
No, you can certainly look for traps. Some traps might not necessarily be as obvious.
Right. All right, let's try this math. That damn corner rolled in.
The room is a trap. The whole room with a 9,
Yeah.
The room looks like a trap.
Let's go. Everybody move.
Everything's a trap.
Yeah, no, that's fine. But really quick, the lava is on the floor, basically, right? There's like a canal way on the ground.
There are 2 channels. Actually, from the looks of it, it looks like the waterfall flows here and goes down these channels. So it comes here and then circles around back.
Okay, so this is the source. Gotcha.
Correct.
Well, that's a horse with a different color.
Is it
Okay. Okay. Okay, cool. Well, you know, you're doing a lot of talking up there. Why don't you come over here and say it to our faces, oh, high and mighty chosen ass?
Hey guys, do you think if we pull that out, do you think he'll die, or do you think he'll just stop being crazy?
I mean, is it too much to ask for both? I mean, he is pretty annoying. And I want to make it known that I am saying this loud enough for it to emanate throughout the chamber.
Oh, me too. This is like all for him to hear. I'm like, hey, maybe let's go see what happens when we take it out.
Why don't you roll intimidation checks?
I thought you were going to say initiative.
You know, and I actually am not proficient in intimidation, so.
I am,
but
but I
got a
still
nat
rolled
20.
You got a
I
nat
rolled a
20?
nat
Hell
20.
yeah, bro. Hell yeah.
So
I have a 0 intimidation, and I got a nat.
Frampt, he looks at you and he runs his fingers along the crystal that is sticking out of his head like some grotesque goblin unicorn. And he pulls out a blade. And let me give you an image of what he specifically looks like as he starts to hover off the ground entirely. In our chat, I was about to send that to Nyx again. That is his green glowing scimitar blade, and his eyes begin to grow that deep green, and his body starts emanating an immense light. And Echo, you called it. Let's roll initiative.
Grum.
But
Crap.
at the point that we're at, actually, let's hold that off until next week when Echo's back with us. Rex,
Nyx
is back. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yes, next Echo. Echo, come back.
Yeah, I've really been off my game tonight, so maybe I'll be back next week.
So yeah, this seems like the perfect spot to pause it for going up against one of the bosses, because we missed our last boss fight.
We did?
We did, because we decided to take a long rest in the middle of a dungeon. Remember? You remember? I remember. So,
don't.
Nesnar is still out there somewhere.
Oh, that's
Goblin,
right.
Wait, no, not the goblin. Next time.
Let him
The
go.
black spider. You guys made a deal to let him go.
Wait. I was all Grum's doing too.
So, I mean, it's not necessarily a bad deal. It's just that you guys haven't actually had a real boss fight yet. So I think Nyx deserves to be here for this one.
So this is the first boss. We've all been fighting sub bosses lately.
This is
Damn.
this is an actual boss.
Oh shit.
Hell, yes.
Hence the name, The Chosen. If your name is The Chosen, you gotta be a boss.
Here we are talking that shit. Like he ain't nobody.
Yeah, he is an interesting character. If you all want, though, we can negotiate now where you all give up your black obelisk shards, and he'll probably let you live.
He's funny.
He is very.
Funny.
He is the leader of the goblins, but he is benevolent.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm sorry, but I follow Shiny forever and ever.
Yeah, I was gonna say not as benevolent as Shiny.
Shiny is one of a kind. The cult
Yes.
of Shiny will be known in Phandalin from here on out.
He's going places.
That could really impact our reputation.
What
Right, we
reputation? You guys started by pretending to be worse than the red brands. Everybody
Now we're
believed
starting
you.
a goblin pack.
Now you've started a goblin cult. You've made deals with the spiders.
You guys, I don't think we can go back to Phandalin.
You guys are the big
I
bads.
think we all need to start over.
The end of the adventure will
All
be
play
another
Lawful Good
adventure.
Paladin.
The end of the
This will be
adventure will be
TPK
a
and we all-
party. Oh god, I am certain that you guys can beat Ruxathin. I am certain of that.
We'll see if we have our first party death. Not counting Ripper.
Also not counting the one shots.
Right.
Yeah, we don't count those.
Those were just experiments.
This actually is a good time to remind you guys that I am in favor of party death. If the dice do decide, then somebody might die.
Hey, you
Yeah,
can't
do it.
deny the dice.
And since
They call for blood.
since I roll in the open, there's no real hedging it too.
Right.
1 smash, 2 smash, 3 smash floor.